Get my camera out.
Would you like a programme? We got one already. That's £16 then, please.
This will get us on all the ships and everything?
Yes, it does, yes.
Mary Rose Museum?
Yeah, all the attractions there. There's your tickets there for you.
Are they going to... And what, may I ask, are you?
Francis Drake, sir.
Francis Drake. Okay, I already wanted to meet Francis Drake as an American. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Well, it looks like y'all gonna have a good time.
Looks good.
Yeah.
Looks good.
Nice weather.
Where exactly are you from?
Alabama.
Alabama?
Yeah.
The south, yeah.
Ladies
Yeah, in
and
the
gentlemen,
south.
welcome to
Yeah.
a festival Christmas.
But we're looking forward to it.
We're in touch with Jamestown and Plymouth Brethren.
Oh, yeah. 1603.
That's right.
Oh,
There'll
three.
also be
Yeah.
a carol performance.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to meet you thus along.
Thank you.
That's the Mary Rose Museum. You want to go in there first?
bricks or brick pieces, like this. Here's a real brick from the Mary Rose, a real brick, and amongst these 4,000 bricks were 2 large cauldrons, and this is a replica of one of them, and they're both in the Mary Rose exhibition. Okay, and these are all the bricks, and so just from the underwater work on the bricks, we did, because we did it archaeologically, we could take photomosaics and do drawings of everything that we found underwater. So we've replicated here as an exacta possible reconstruction of the Mary Rose Galley as we can. And we've even built into it 3 modern bricks. So there's one on that side, you can't see. There's actually one on the front and one on the side if people want to look for them. But we had to get, to make the replica, we had to get some bricks made up by the Michaelmas Brick Company to be as similar as possible to the Tudor bricks. And we made this replica. And what we're doing today is show how it could have been used to cook for the crew and of 400 men plus 20 or 30 officers. And when you first look at it, it looks like a crude, it just looks like a crude cauldron over a firebox. But actually it's a very, very sophisticated cooking range. So what you could do, and we've done this before but we have trouble disposing of all the waste, is put in 400 portions of meat bones. And believe it or not, we've actually got the very meat bones that the Mary Rose crew used in the museum. Halfway around on the left, they're lots of chunks of beef ribs, which look like a pile of bones, but actually they tell us so much about you know, portion size and husbandry, and you know, whether they ate the small young meat or the old meat. So we get all the lovely meat that the crew eat, and we cook it in there. And when it's all brewed up, we can, you know, dollop out portions of it. So they can have a lovely broth in there, you know, in one of these bowls. This is, I'm just about to make something for the officers here, an eggadouse, which is this is a great partridge, really big partridge, with plums. Okay, so this, I'm obviously not cooking right now, I'm not as good as Dealer Smith. We can actually cook in front of the stove. So we've cooked some food for the crew in the pot. We can cook some, and we've used this for cooking in the pot just here. Got to add a few more ingredients. And these, again, are replicas of the actual pots that we found on the Mary Rose, and those are in the museum. Okay. We can also cook peas for the officers, so they're going to have a nice eggadouse of pigeon or pheasant and plum in there. Oh, give them some peppercorns. We actually found on the Mary Rose a pepper grinder. This is a replica, but this was found in one of the chests, and it's fantastic. It's got a cone shaped there and a cone shaped there, and you put the peppercorns in like that, and grind away, and they come out the bottom. It's absolutely fantastic, and that again is in our museum. And so, we can cook peas for the crew. So to do this, I'm only just setting up now, really, but we get a nice bit of muslin like that, lovely dried peas, put it in, tie it up with a bit of string, like that, and then we can put that in there as well. Now, I'm sure Delia Smith would approve of that, you know, cooked in a nice stock. We've got peas, we can do greens the same way, you know, just wrap them up in this, and then we can do something else. We could cook another pigeon with, you know, things in, something like this, and you put a cover on it, put the string around it, and again, you can just float that in here, okay? But then the best thing of all, we can spit roast. So this is what we're going to spit roast, and it's not a great big spit, it's actually a nice bit of venison. So maybe
Bit of New Forest then.
Vice Admiral Forrest Beer, stand still actually. So that goes there, and in fact if it's on long string you just dangle it like that, and it dangles just there. And the cleverest thing about this range is that all the hot air coming out like there produces a convector oven just here, literally just hot air. And normally I bring in an oven thermometer, and it's usually about 220 degrees here, it's still warming up, and about 200 there and 180. So what looks like a very crude cooker, we can actually cook nice broth for the crew in here. Okay, really nice broth for the crew in there. We can cook the peas for the officers, the greens for the officers. We can have a bain-marie casserole cooking away in there. We can use the radiant heat from the fire for this great eggadouse. with my plums and my pigeon. Haven't started cooking yet. And in those pots, and we can even spit roast on the front there. And then, later on in the day, we'll just rake all the embers aside and we can cook our bread or pies. Yeah, so you have to come back later.
Camera's actually.
Just get that. And some of them are in extremely good condition, like you see now. So what we can...
Gather around now for the next tour.
Make way, make way!
Yep.
Make way for His Majesty King Henry VIII.
Most of them, and she's made this. How many pearls?
Yeah, this is recently. 1,500 pearls she sewed onto this.
Man,
She's a
it's
volunteer,
beautiful.
you know, actually. She's not here today, but she made hers first, then she made mine. And she's made a second one for herself, but she's made lots
Yeah,
since.
most of the
hasn't
ones
she?
in here.
It's beautiful.
And that is incredible.
Yeah, this is copied from a portrait. This is a dress that Henry's sister wore. And yeah, it's copied from her wedding portrait.
Well, you look lovely.
Doesn't she? She looks fabulous.
We all do. This is neat.
Which part of the States are you from?
It's so
Alabama.
obvious.
The South, Alabama.
Alabama.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't been.
Well, we've been here 4 times. I've tried to get to Portsmouth the last 3 times we've come here and hadn't made it, but I did today.
It's a good time to come.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
And the sun is shining. Yesterday it was pouring rain.
Oh, it's
Yes,
beautiful.
just go through, yeah.
Hope you have a good day.
Thank you. Hey, Emily, this is what they found. That's what was left of her. See? Pewter plates.
They've tested all the guns, they've actually tested the bronze. And the bronze in this one is different to the bronze in those. It's got a lot of antimony in it. Now this was cast in 1537, which was the year the young prince was born. His only son became Edward VI. And because it's got antimony in it, there's a possibility it came from melted down bells, because they were, you know, the disillusioned monasteries and what have you, because they put antimony in the bronze to make the bells ring better. So it could have been that, or it could have been just a special casting to celebrate the birth of the prince. They don't know. But, you know, it's interesting. This one,
That's a big Oh, okay.
Supposed to be sister, Princess Mary, you know, Mary Rose, so,
Oh, you're the very Mary Rose herself.
well,
What is this, the apothecary?
yeah, that's right.
Indeed, exactly so, sir. You see all my wares laid out there? At this present moment, I'm tempted to
Did
say-
you have any limes?
Limes? What would I want? Limes, sir? Nay, I do not. Why would I have limes?
To prevent the scurvy, right?
Oh, nay, sir, nay.
We didn't know that.
Later. Oh, okay.
Scurvy?
You can't be British without limes, right?
Oh, nay, we know nothing of it.
You know nothing of it.
That will not serve. No, sir. We
No,
should-
no decent ship would leave without a doctor, though, would they? Or barber.
Aye, Bob, surgeon, indeed.
Look at the thimbles.
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 It's in dry dock. Huh? The cannons. Ow! I take. That's where he, I guess that's where he, I think. Pretty sure that's, there's your commodity. There's your leg irons. Anybody?
Must be smelly. Oh, that's how they haven't blocked that one in. How'd you like it? I don't like
Sick bay.
Like this. Depending on.
That's the ankle. This label. So how big an actual ankle?
Yeah.
I mean, that date. What's that date mean? Yeah, what day and what year? Okay, so if my group come through, then please.
Now, what was this area back here?
That's Captain Hardy's cabin. It's through there.
They pump water out of the bottom, I think. Emily.
How far can they go? That's a real whack. That's the stuff.
So when they went into battle, the targets they were worried about to roll in the ship. So fire too early, cannonballs up in the air, fire too late, go straight down. The thing you put down is just sponge. The land's all sponge, it's a bucket of water, round it down.
In the gap. Ooh.
There he is.
Died there. The brig. I guess. Jesus.
Just to let you know that the performance of the Snow Queen has just begun in the Christmas Dome. That's the performance of the Snow Queen in the Christmas Dome. If you'd like to know any further details about these performances that I'm announcing, please purchase a programme.
Yes,
Well, that's kind of weird. There's a modern day ship coming in.
Years old. Very nice. Oh, really?
Drink as well then, sir.
Number 57, Arwood Street. And there you will meet an extremely happy family. Now, I know all about happy families, ladies and gentlemen. My wife and I were deliriously happy for 25 years. And then we met each other.
A little old. Lord God help us.
Come on, we'll come out here.
Kinda. Aren't they pretty? Benton.
Shoulder your arms. Guard the drums and advance to your right. Ice. Marching your knees, step arms. Arms.
Is that?
Sorry about that. I've just got to rush off because I'm going to keep an eye on those boys there. They're fracassing again. No, are you getting the big jigsaw?
Yeah.
Oh, you are.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, yeah.
Build them up and then you put them away here. They just come flat packed. They just build up and you hang on them on. And
Oh, they come in the drop.
Yeah, and they're mechanical.
Oh.
You just slide them up.
Uh-huh.
Let's just stop and start.
Are they made wood?
Just
Oh.
and then put them away from the following year. Yes.
Yeah, I like that.
Sweet, aren't they?
Yeah, that's neat.
It's quite hefty.
Yes, I know, yeah, I've got a few myself. Like.
Yeah, an old aunt died, you see, and I picked that up.
had the archer.
That's what I've got to get for ours to give the Lockharts.
You love Punch and Judy? Do you?
Tell me that's not important.
Hitting Judy over the head, or is it all completely correct now that doesn't happen anymore?
But they say I'm a bit of a fun guy.
Who said that?
Don't worry, you're not at school. You're going to sing here. I suppose you're going to sing something to do with Christmas, aren't you? Yes. Holly, with that? I don't think so, dear. Yeah, celebrate your Christmas. And I'll celebrate it my way. Humbug.
I hope everyone has a really Merry Christmas there now. I've got so many presents to bring to all of you. For those of you who've been good. Have you been good? Oh, yeah. Well done, everyone there now. Otherwise, I'll have to give you a booby prize, and that won't do, will it? My goodness me.
So if it is cheese, it's very special cheese. It's actually beeswax. Right, watch, ready? Look how shiny it is. It must look better for your side. Oh, does it look better for your side? It does look better. Yeah, next time I'll come and stand around that side.
Shinier and shinier.
I can't make anything else. The rest of the stuff comes from China.
Send it back.
And who might you be?
Blackbeard, sir. Edward Teach. Good old Eddie to his mates, except I've got no mates. So they just call me Blackbeard instead.
Blackbeard?
Aye, indeed. Always carried 6 guns.
I like your curly lock.
Oh, they're good, aren't they? Where are you from, sir?
Alabama.
Alabama?
Yeah.
Good job it wasn't Charlestown, because we sacked Charlestown. Held it to ransom, sir. Held it to ransom.
And then you had a shipwreck in Massachusetts.
No, we didn't.
That was Captain Kidd, wasn't it?
Ah, wrong one.
There you go.
In the end, an English guy called Maynard, under license of the British government, came after us, caught us, and I was only a captain, a pirate captain for 4 years.
Yeah?
Yeah. And we fought and we fought. I took 15 sabre cuts and then 5 shots into my body before they killed me. Then they chopped off my head, stuck it on the bowsprit, and took it back to get the reward, which was £1,000.
They didn't stick it on the your head?
On the bowsprit.
And
on the bowsprit.
And left it there.
And left it there.
Yeah.
Proof that I was dead.
Oops.
Ah, you see. So there you go.
Blackbeard here, man.
That's it. And these things here.
Blackbeard, that's what he...
Do you know what these are for? I used to put flaming tapers on there when I went into battle, so it looked like I was covered in smoke. Yeah. And that was to make people very, very frightened of me. Because I like killing people. Well, I can only take it part of the way out because I've got it fastened in for safety. Don't touch it.
You got a safety catch on that thing, right?
Oh yeah, you've got
safety catch.
Yeah. You've got to be very, very careful because sometimes little fingers grab things. Yes, it is a real one. Yeah. Guns. Those are the real guns which we used. No, those are the real guns which we used at the time, same as these ones. And they're called flintlocks. But as each gun only can fire one shot at any one time.
Don't touch it.
Hey? That? Oh, that's my telescope. I don't think you'll see anything, to be honest with you. Not very well. It's you can try, but I don't think it's all blurred, you see. These guns, these would have been around about anything from about 1690. Because I pinched them off people. Because I'm a robber.
6, 7, 8.
I know it's not. Well, I wasn't a very nice person. That's where I used to put my tapers, which used to set fire to them to cause smoke to go around my head.
That was. Man, he looked the part, didn't he? Huh?
He really has.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Snow White and Prince Charming at the King's Theatre in their production Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Today. You've been drinking that rum all day.
huzzas for our sovereign lady Queen Victoria. Hip hip huzzah! Hip hip huzzah! Hip hip huzzah! Long may she reign. Officer on parade. One face forwards, this.
Donut, man. You never met a donut he didn't like.
If your mums or dads, your grandpas, anybody you're with, if they don't shout out when we do the countdown, then they've got to give you £1 each to spend on that merry-go-round.
Yeah, and if you're not loud enough, then we're going to have to start all over again, aren't we?
Yes, we will.
If it's not loud enough, so I think we should start at 10, don't you?
Yeah, that's a good number.
I think 10's a good number. Okay, are you ready, everybody? Ready? 10! 8!
Stop. That wasn't loud enough, boys and girls, mums and dads. You've got to be a lot louder. Can you do that for me?
Okay, I think we should start again. Are you ready? 10, 9, 8, 7,
mums and dads aren't shouting, are they?
Oh, we can see quite a few people down there. You know, we're not hearing voices from all of you.
No. And I'll tell you what, if you want to come and see the pantomime, then you've got to be a lot louder than that.
Yeah, you're going to have to warm those voices up, I think.
Pantomime at the King's Theatre. That's not an advert. Okay, we should start again.
I think we should. We're ready, guys? We'll get it on this one, won't we?
We'll do it on this one. This is the final countdown. It's the final countdown.
Oh, dear. Are you ready?
Very cheesy.
10, 9, 8. That's better. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Here we go! Yeah! Oh, fantastic.
Jesus of Nazareth, the man about whom Christmas is all about. I hope that in the coming days and with all the festivities, we don't forget that very important fact. Amen.
Amen.
Come in, there's some seats down the front here as well. Move down, there's some seats down the front here.
That's why I wanted to get up here. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
I love Christmas!
Merry
Christmas!
Enjoy the flight back to America.
Yes!
I remember you. Someone dismissed me last night. I love Christmas now. I'm a humbug. There you go. I'm a humbug. There you go. Merry Christmas! Hey, up, all right. Christmas! There we go. I love Christmas now. I must go. I'm going to my nephew's for Christmas dinner.
We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We won't go until we got some. So bring some round here. Tidings we bring to you and your king. We wish you a Merry Christmas. Whatever. Don't care.
What else we say to me? A partridge in a pear tree. Over the carousel. Two turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. On the third day You expect me to do that? You're going to take me to St John now? I know this song, but I can't think of the word. Tis the season to be jolly, fa la 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 la. Don't we never get you ever, fa la 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 la.
Hello, ladies.
Merry Christmas!
You a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. Wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And hide and sweet drink to you and your kids. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas! Merry
Where are the sounds?
Wow.